still cannot believe that we got to do this on Christmas. We should be having a day off.
Merry Christmas and welcome to the MegaMets podcast, Wrestle Kingdom 20 edition. On January 4th, 2026, it'll be the end of an era of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, let's get this over with. All I see when you send me is that World's End. You didn't give me the card for the other event.
Oh, sorry. Well, the card's right here.
Yeah, I know. But
I get you. My bad.
Yeah, because I like having it to be safe. Because in addition to the Wrestle Kingdom 20, there's also New Year Dash.
Yeah, but we don't pick New Year Dash anyway.
What's gonna be afterwards? The Produce Blue Justice, maybe?
Yeah, but again, I don't do those shows. I wait till New Beginning. I mean, after Wrestle Kingdom, we're probably gonna do TNA Genesis on the 16th.
Hopefully Genesis is a much better show. But anyway, who's gonna start this off?
You wanna go first?
Of course, because we start with a kickoff match with a 15-minute time limit. El Phantasmo versus Chris Brookes.
For the NJPW World TV title. This one got shoehorned in 11th hour. What happened was final night of the Korakuen Hall, the final night of this calendar year for New Japan about 3 days ago in Korakuen Hall, El Phantasmo got done with a title defense against Ryusuke Taguchi. Then Santa showed up, only to reveal the puppet that Chris Brookes of DET Pro Show carries around as part of Schadenfreude International, and then he attacked Phantasmo, setting up this title match. For ELP, this will be his 6th defense of the title in this second stint. As far as I'm concerned, New Japan doesn't want to lose another belt to an company outsider. I'm going to give this to ELP.
ELP, huh? That's fair. I will most likely do the same. Now we reach the main card. And what the hell am I seeing?
I'm going to need to hold my breath. First, an 8-team Texas Tornado Rambo for the never Openweight 6-man tag titles. Rules are as follows. 2 teams will start every 60 seconds with all 6 men from both teams in the ring at the same time. Every minute, a new team will come out. Elimination occurs when one member of a team is either pinned, made to submit, or thrown over the top. When that happens, the entire team's got to go back to the locker room. Last team standing leaves with the never Openweight 6-man tag titles. Our teams are
it's gonna get wild.
The defending champions, Master Wato, Yo, and Toru Yano, against Bishamon and Boltin Oleg. DDT Pros, Takeshi, Kaisei, teaming up with Yuya Uemura and Shota Umino. TMDK's Hartley Jackson, Royhei Oiwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. Ryusuke Taguchi, Tiger Mask, and Togi Makabe. Bullet Club's Knockout Bros, and Clark Connors. Satoshi Kojima, Taichi, and Tomohiro Ishii. And from House of Torture, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Sanada, and Ren Narita. This came about because Yo decided to try to do a sit-in strike at the beginning of the World Tag League, because for the last 3 Wrestle Kingdoms, the belts have not been defended. 2023, House of Torture were the champs. They refused to defend it. 2024, all the members of the team, which was Tanahashi, Ishii, and Okada, had different agendas that night. Tomohiro Ishii in the Rambo, Tanahashi challenging ZSJ for the TV title, and Okada facing off against Bryan Danielson, a rematch from Forbidden Door that previous June.
I see.
Last year, the 6-man champs for the Yano and Oleg were part of the Lumberjacks in the Lumberjack match between Tanahashi and Evil.
I see.
So Yo basically complained, put the belts on the line at the Dome, or I'm going to keep sitting here and hold up the show, until finally Sugabayashi, one of the heads of the front office in New Japan, said, fine, but you're going to defend them. But you, Yano, and Wato are going to defend them in a Texas Tornado-style Rambo gauntlet.
Yeah.
This is going to get ludicrous.
It's going to get absurd.
And with 8 teams to pick from,
this is going to be the most difficult thing ever. I mean, 8 different teams battling each other. Whoever survives wins. What are they thinking?
If it was just a regular 6-man tag match, I wouldn't have been fine. But this is just too fucking convoluted. But I guess they have to get everybody on the card this year because that's what they haven't been doing the last couple of years.
They're getting sloppy.
Well, I think New Japan was labeled as one of the worst promotions in 2025 alongside the WWE. And TNA was actually promotion of the year in 25.
Damn. Just damn.
If I had to pick, I'm going to take the champs to retain.
That's pretty fair.
Where's your pick sit?
My pick? Jesus Christ. I'll just pick Team Takeshi Kaisei's team, because I'm not... This is a bit much.
Fair enough.
Now we move on to the next match. It's a title versus title match. The IWGP Women's and Strong Women's Championship match on the line. You have Shiori, the IWGP Women's Champion, in her first defense against the NJPW Strong Women's Champion, Saya Kamitani, in her second defense.
Bad enough we have one title for title match in the semi-main. We didn't need a second one. I get the whole working relationship between New Japan and its sister promotion, Wonder Ring Stardom. That's fine. But didn't Tanahashi say he wanted the strong belts defended away from Japanese soil when he took over? This goes against that. Fuck it, I'm just giving it to Shiori.
I'm also giving it to Shiori.
10-man tag as it's Hiromu Takahashi, Drill Maloney, Gabe Kidd, David Finley, and Shingo Takagi against the United Empire, consisting of a mystery. We now have one of the 2 mystery partners. It's Andrade El Idolo, liberated from that bullshit no-compete clause in his old WWE contract.
Thank God.
You can thank Roosh for the legal advice.
That was the best choice.
Had a returning Henare who's been out for a year due to a knee injury. Cal Newman and the Great O'Khan. Who the 5th man is, I don't know. But if I had to guess, it's got to be someone within the Don Callis family, and only one guy and one of 2 guys fit that. Kyle Fletcher or Mark Davis, but I'm leaning towards the former. And given that the Empire is getting a little more ruthless these days, it should be interesting.
Very.
Do you want to pick first?
I'm just gonna flip it and just say Team Takahashi.
I'll say the United Empire.
Fair enough. Now we move on for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders 4-way. El Desperado versus Kosei Fujita versus Taiji Ishimori versus Sho.
The only reason we've got this match is for one reason. House of Torture, Sho and Doki ran the table in the Super Junior Tag League and basically gave the middle finger fuck you to the fan base, saying they are not going to defend the IWGP Junior Tag titles. And my big question is, why the fuck is there no IWGP Junior Singles title match on the card? If anything, you would have had Francesco Akira step up, call Doki out as a cowardly piece of shit. Let's rely on a steel plate called a Black Mirror, Sho, and the chair. Though granted, the guy that's been having him go after him in tag matches lately has been Kukai. However, having said that, between these 4, let's not kid ourselves. Sho is not going to face his partner. Scratch him out. And while Desperado does have an obligatory rematch clause to use up if he wants to, I don't see him winning it either. For me, this boils down to Fujita and Ishimori.
I'm picking Ishimori for it.
I'll say Fujita.
That's an interesting choice.
But would I be surprised if Desperado wins it and gets a rematch? No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Next up for the never openweight title in Aaron Wolf's debut, he challenges Evil. Originally, Wolf was supposed to be in the opening match facing Tanahashi in his farewell. But in October, when Wolf just couldn't take any more of Evil's bullshit, he got involved and judo threw and gave a judo toss to Evil after he won the title and started beating down Boltin Oleg at King of Pro Wrestling. This got under Evil's skin, and he said, you know what? I'll be your opponent at Wrestle Kingdom because of what you just did. You stepped over a line, kid. Well, newsflash, Evil, you've been stepping over lines for 6 years, you piece of shit, and I hope, and while I'm not expecting it, I really do think Evil's going to pull every dirty trick out of the book with the rest of the house.
I am just going to make my choice. I'm picking Aaron. I don't know why, but I'm just risking it.
Same here.
Although if Evil does win, we both are going to be mad.
Though not surprised.
Agreed. Now we reach another double title match, title versus title, for the IWGP World Heavyweight and IGWGP Global Heavyweight title. You have the World Heavyweight Champion in his second defense, Konosuke Takeshita, versus the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion and also in his second defense, Yota Tsuji.
This is a match that for me is very heads or tails. On the one hand, if you have Takeshita carrying both belts, you add more notoriety given his commitment to AEW. But that comes with a consequence due to the fact that he's not going to be around for every major house show on a tour leading into another major event for when he has to defend both titles. On the other hand, if Tsuji wins, this is Goto finally getting off his high horse and finally letting Tsuji have the ball. Because out of the Reiwa era Musketeers, him, Umino, and Narita, Tsuji has had the highest levels of success. So I say throw the kid a fuck. So Goto, get your head out of your ass and throw this kid a fucking bone. Pull the trigger and make Tsuji the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Agreed. I'm going to pick Tsuji on this.
Same here. Finally, the main event. Break out the tissue box. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuchika Okada.
It's come to this.
The greatest rivalry that defined a generation of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
It's been a little over a year since these two, almost 2 years since these two cross pads. Ever since, Okada's been middling in the high mid card in AEW, and Tanahashi has been on a retirement tour. A retirement tour that's been handled a lot more competently than John Cena's, by the way.
Yep.
It was announced on November 8th, on December the 8th in Aichi, that Okada would be the final opponent for the Ace, or November the 8th, excuse me. In the build-up to World Tag League. They even had Okada come out to his old New Japan theme. They had Goto come out with the Rainmaker bandana, because he said after Wolf was put in the Evil match, don't worry, Tanahashi. You need a new opponent? I'll find you one. Puts in a call to Don Callis, puts Okada on the line, and Okada agrees to the match.
Yeah.
This will be one worth bringing a lot of tears to the eyes, and he'll do the farewell bit at the end of the show, and then give a proper goodbye to Tanahashi at New Year Dash before he goes behind the desk. I'm going to say it's going to rain in the Tokyo Dome. My pick is Okada.
I will also pick Okada.
And there you have it, folks. That's it for this Christmas special of the MegaMets podcast. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channels. He's Mega Man and G. I'm Mets2128. Goodbye Good night. Merry Christmas, and God bless us, everyone. Bang.
See you tomorrow for At World's End.
You're in here.
Right.